Los Angeles. The confidence and swagger that a high-powered Los Angeles Dodgers offense generated during a torrid start has disappeared. In its place is the confusion and mounting frustration of a losing streak that grew to 6 games Saturday night. The Dodgers had few answers for the riddle that was Milwaukee starter Zach Davies, who relied primarily on a two-seam fastball that never topped 90 miles per hour and an 80 mph changeup to stifle the Dodgers for 7 innings of a 4-1 Brewers victory in front of a sellout crowd of 53,922 in Dodger Stadium. Davies gave up 1 run and 8 hits, struck out 6 batters and did not walk any, his only mistake a hanging curveball that Cody Bellinger hit for a home run in the 4th inning. The infield backed Davies with 3 inning-ending double plays. The Dodgers had only 2 at-bats with runners in scoring position. Davies, 2-0, retired the final 8 batters he faced, and reliever Junior Guerra retired 6 in a row in the 8th and 9th innings for the save. The Dodgers, who were 8-2 to open the season, fell to 8-8 and lost 6 games in a row for the first time since a 6-game losing streak May 10-16. Bellinger seemed to awaken a slumbering offense with his National League-leading 9th home run, a towering drive to right that traveled 409 feet, reached 105 feet at its apex and pulled the Dodgers to within 2-1 with 1 out in the 4th. Enrique Hernandez followed with a single to left field and took third base on Chris Taylor's 2-out single to right. Taylor stole second but Austin Barnes struck out looking at a full-count fastball. The Dodgers were so furious with umpire Jeremy Rayek's inning-ending call that catcher Russell Martin, who is on the 10-day injured list, was ejected for voicing his displeasure. Milwaukee extended its lead to 4-1 in the 5th after Yasmani Grandal was hit by a pitch. Mike Moustakas singled to right and Jesus Aguilar walked to load the bases with no outs against reliever Dennis Santana. Travis Shaw lined a 2-run single off the glove of leaping first baseman Max Muncy. Roberts replaced Santana with Yimi Garcia, the right-hander who had an 11.12 earned run average in his first 7 games. Garcia escaped the jam by striking out Orlando Arcia and Davies, and getting Lorenzo Cain to fly out. Opting to fill the injured Hyun-Jin Ryu's rotation spot with a bullpen game, Dodgers manager Dave Roberts said his best-case scenario would be for starter Caleb Ferguson to throw 3 innings and 45 pitches. The left-hander nearly came in under budget when he got the second out of the 3rd inning with his 41st pitch, but Ferguson couldn't put away Grandal, who doubled beyond the reach of center fielder A.J. and Moustakas, who walked. Roberts pulled Ferguson, his pitch count at 51, for Santana, who threw a wild pitch and walked Aguilar to load the bases. But Santana fooled Shaw with a 2-2 changeup for an inning-ending strikeout that preserved a 1-0 deficit. Santana tried the same pitch on the same count to Arcia to open the 4th. The shortstop lined it into the left field pavilion for his 3rd home run. Ferguson threw 11 pitches in a scoreless first inning and 25 in a 1-run second, in which Moustakas, the former Chatsworth High standout, led off with a home run to center, his 5th. Hater Josh Hader is tough enough for a left-handed hitter to face without the Brewers' relief ace flinging one of his lively 96 mph fastballs toward your head. Hader, the 25-year-old left-hander, has held left-handers to a .107 average, .390 on-base plus slugging percentage and 1 home run since 2017. That Muncy was sent sprawling into the dirt to avoid an up-and-in fastball from Hader in the 8th inning of the Dodgers' 8-5 loss Friday only increased the degree of difficulty of the at-bat for the Dodgers infielder. When a guy throws a fastball like he does, you kind of have to stand in there a little longer, and that makes it more dangerous, Muncy said of the knockdown pitch. You have to take a breath, get back in there and act like it didn't happen. Hader also throws an 80 mph slider but has thrown his fastball 89.7% of the time this season. Knowing what's coming doesn't make it any easier to hit. You think it's going to be at your belt and the next thing you know it's at your face, Muncy said. Obviously, no one throws an actual rising fastball, but he throws the closest thing to it. You think it's going to be somewhere in the middle of the zone, and when you start your swing it's up above the zone. When a guy is throwing in the upper 90s, especially with his motion, it's kind of hard to stop your swing at that point. Muncy struck out swinging at a full count pitch with runners on first and third, but his 8-pitch battle was one of a string of quality at-bats that taxed Hader for 32 pitches in the 8th inning and 6 more in the 9th. The heavy workload prevented Hader from pitching Saturday, and it could limit him Sunday. Short hops outfielder Connor Joe, a Rule 5 pick designated for assignment by San Francisco after hitting .067 in 8 games, was returned to the Dodgers. Umpire Brian Knight, knocked out of Friday's game by a first-inning foul ball to the face mask, was replaced on the crew by Tim Timmons.